Today we have a lesson on subtracting across the middle zero. In this lesson I'll be using the boxing off method. I'm going to start with my problem 407 and subtract 198. First thing I want to do is make sure that I put my larger number on top. And since I can see that 407 is greater than 198, I'm okay. I did that correct. My next step is to look in my ones place. Whenever I subtract, I always have to have the larger number on the top because I can't take 8 away from 7. And as you can see, I don't have the larger number on top. So I'm going to go next door and try to borrow. When I get next door, they tell me they have 0. They have nothing to give me, but they suggest I go to my next door neighbor's house. So I'm going to draw a line and walk over to my next door neighbor's house and box that neighbor off. Now, when I look at the problem, I can see that there are 40 tens in 407. I'm going to take just one of those 40. I'm going to cross it off and take one away, and 1 from 40 is 39. Now I can bring my 10 back over with the 7 ones that I already have, and I have 17. I'm ready to subtract now in my ones place. 17 minus 8 is 9. And when I get to my tens place, I noticed both digits are 9, and 9 minus 9 is 0. And in my hundreds place, 3 minus 1 is 2. So my answer to my problem is 209. Now I have one for you to try. Copy down this problem, please. 402 and take away 147. I'll give you a minute now to copy it down, and then we will resume. Let's see if we went about solving this problem correctly. 402 minus 147. I hope you first checked to see that you had the larger number on top, which of course 402 is greater than 147. Now, I looked at my ones place. Can I take 7 from 2? Of course not. The larger number's not on top. So did you go next door? And when you got next door, they told you they had nothing. But they suggested go take a walk next door to the hundreds place. When you get there, you're going to box off that 100. Now you see that you have 40 tens. You only need one of those tens, so you're going to cross out the 40 and take one away, which would leave you with 39 tens. Bring that other 10 back over to the ones place. That 2 plus 10 makes 12. You're ready to subtract this problem. 12 minus 7 is 5. 9 minus 4 is 5. And 3 minus 1 is 2. Did you get 255 as your answer? I hope you did. We're ready to go on to another problem. This time, I'd like you to copy this problem down. 809 minus 417. Now press pause and solve the problem on your own. We're back again. Hopefully you had no problem solving this problem. 809 minus 417. Did you check to see that you had the larger number on top when you started your subtraction problem? Good, you did. Now, I'm going to look at my ones place and I'm going to ask myself, do I have the larger number on the top? And the good thing is, I do have the larger number on the top, so it isn't necessary to regroup. Now, I'm ready to subtract. 9 minus 7 is 2. Next, go to your tens place and of course ask yourself again, do you have the larger number on the top? This time the answer is no. So you go next door to the hundreds place, and you ask that 100 for one of them. So they had 8, you took 1, and that 8 becomes a 7. Bring that 1 10 back to the tens place, and that becomes a 10. Now you're ready to subtract in your tens place. 10 minus 1 is 9, and 7 minus 4 is 3. Your answer should have been 392. Now hopefully you didn't assume just because you had a 0 in your problem that you automatically had to box off. In this case, it is not necessary to box off. Okay, now you may have time to do one more problem. So let's try one more. 603 subtract 248. Press pause and solve this problem. Okay, we're back now. Let's see how you did. 603 minus 248. Of course, you checked. 603 is greater than 248, so the problem is written correctly. Now, take a look at your ones place. Is the larger number on top? And you should be telling yourself, no, it's not. So you're going to go next door. And they tell you they had 0, and they suggest you go to your next door neighbor. You walk over to your next door neighbor, and as you walk over, you box your problem off. They have 60 tens. Well, you only need 1 10 in order to subtract 8. So 60 tens, take away 1 10, is going to leave them with 59 tens. Now, did you bring that 10 back over? That 3 should have become a 13. Ready to subtract. 13 minus 8 should have gotten 5. 9 minus 4 is 5. And 5 minus 2 is 3. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you're still having difficulty subtracting with a middle 0, please ask your teacher for more help.